Our very first video from VMworld 2016, we had to come to the PowWow booth. Behnia,
yes,
right? Did I say it right?
Perfect.
Awesome. So you are the new CEO since the last time we had any interaction with PowWow.
Yep.
So hi, it's really
Gabe.
cool to see you here doing this.
Well,
what are you guys showing here? I mean, we're talking about app transformation. This is something that both Jack and I love. What are you showing here?
yeah, so we're really excited to announce something that we've been working on for a while. We've heard from a lot of customers, and it's an industry first, which is applying the app transformation, app refactoring, as some people call it, to a big problem that exists around Windows 10 migrations. And you know, many people are looking at how to bring EUC out to these great devices, whether it's Surface tablets or various forms of Windows 10 phones and devices, and yet have the native experience. You know, a lot of these older apps don't know about touch, don't know about swiping, don't know about taking advantage of the camera and the GPS and all the pieces that are built. So we've taken our Smart UX platform that allows organizations to transform any app, whether it's a legacy Windows app or a web application, into powerful native mobile apps that can then be deployed not just on Windows 10 but across any device. What brings this into form, besides the Windows 10 launch and kind of the accelerated adoption, is BYOD. Many organizations are adopting BYOD in large. These Microsoft-enabled devices are cool again, and people are getting them, new Microsoft, you know. So IT organizations are really challenged, both from an MDM perspective, and as you know, AirWatch has done a great job in now expanding support for all platforms, including Windows 10. And we want to have the platform that allows you to transform those applications and deliver it as well.
Sure, yeah, we were just talking to somebody yesterday who was still using an app that was written in the 80s.
Yes.
That maybe not the candidate for this, it was a DOS app. But the fact that these old legacy apps exist because they were built for a single purpose and it works for that purpose perfectly, and it would cost too much to change. Actually, that would be actually refactoring the application, I think, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Then people are still using these apps for a long time.
Well, and these apps are doing really important things. I think it's easy for us as technologists to kind of look at something old and maybe feel a little bit of nostalgia. But for example, one of our customers is a county in California that had an application that was written in VB6 that was being used by social services workers, people who go out and take care of the elderly, and they would have to go out to the where they would visit on a clipboard, come back to their desk and sit at their desk and type into this VB6 app. Does that even run on Windows 10?
No.
In fact, this is one of the problems. Now, what we've done in a very short time is taken that old app, use our machine learning to deconstruct all the fields and all the forms. Obviously, they didn't have any of the developers around that wrote the app, so we were basically recreating a new app that runs natively on Android handsets. So these folks can now basically, as they're on site, make all their notes, take pictures if they need to, and the data gets sent over the internet to the old application and gets committed.
So when you're deconstructing an app, you're actually, originally there was RDP, looking at RDP and all the information about how to draw the windows coming across that. You're not using RDP anymore?
No, everything is client rendered and everything is native now. What we've done is, because of our advanced capabilities and knowledge on quite frankly, deconstructing the application itself, we now know what are the fields that need to be updated back and forth. So for a lot of your audience members that are used to either VDI or the various formations of that around remote desktops and remote applications, the performance benefits of this solution is also massive, because all we're sending back and forth is the data components, not the entire screen. We give you the same security functionality because you can completely secure access. You can actually enhance the identity and access management by using Touch ID. And we give you the same any device, anywhere kind of configuration that they're used to. So we see this as a complement to virtual deployment, virtualization, app virtualization deployments, for sure.
Can we take a look?
Yeah, absolutely. So very quickly,
I'm going to stand over here on your right and we'll let Jack in a little bit so he can. Jack is the new Justin for those watching.
Great. So Here we are on the PowWow Studio. As you can tell, it's a web-based studio, so I can access it on any device. This is a medicine application app that we developed for a hospital. It allows you to effectively scan a patient's wristband and be able to also scan the medicine that you're prescribing. Right now I'm in the designer, so as you can see, I can drag and drop any component, whether it's a checkbox, an autocomplete, a drop-down, any of these components. If you know how to use PowerPoint, you'll be able to use this product. At a click, I can actually preview the application. I can actually see it on any different type of device, know what the screens look like, be able to actually do a full-size view, modify it to my heart's content, save it, and then look at the live preview all within the studio. So I can actually see how does the application look on the various devices. We have mock data that allows me to log in and go through the workflows. So in this case, I'm actually looking at the patient data. When it comes to administering, this is when I'm actually have selected a drug and now I'm administering to a patient. I can schedule the time that's needed for that patient. Then go to the next page. As you can see, it checks for allergies that are known for that medicine. And this part of the demo is actually very cool to actually switch to a live shot. So I've now deployed the app onto this iPad. That could have been done through an MDM solution or an EMM solution or even on an enterprise app store if it's the correct set of app. And I can leverage now the camera functionality that's built into this iPad to do a barcode scan. So I bring up the scan, I would look at a barcode, and without any change to logic, it can figure out whether that drug is allowed for that patient.
So the barcode scanning, that's not a thing that's native to the application?
That was not in the application. We added that.
Is there any other wiring that has to be done, or is that a drag and drop kind of addition? Because I know that there's a JavaScript, I think, element to...
Excellent question. Yeah, so we call it low code. You drag and drop the NFC scanning or the GPS for geofencing or the barcode scanning capability.
Okay.
And then you put a little bit of logic around what do I want it to do.
Okay.
In this case, they already had fields around the barcode and the drug name.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're simply translating the barcode to the drug name and letting the business logic that's already in the application take care of allowing it or not allowing it.
So your low code is just mapping this feature to this button, this field, whatever the case may be.
So if it's an address input field, we can basically use the GPS data to populate it. The business logic doesn't change. So there's a lot of advantages in this model because we're taking the applications, creating a brand new interface that's native, and quite frankly, making them smarter. A difference between a smart device and a dumb device tends to be around these sensors and all the capability that's built in. So it's ironic that many of the people on the planet today run around with smart devices but run old apps that are dumb. And,
so you're giving the ability to use these new sensors in these old legacy applications.
And including even Touch ID for additional security. So you can do the login just like your bank app probably in your everyday life. Your enterprise app can authenticate the user and then enroll it in Touch ID so you don't have to keep logging in. Or you can use AirWatch or another MDM solution for the initial authentication, and we can leverage that library.
So the back end of this is VDI, physical desktops, terminal servers, all those things. And then in terms of information stored on the device, what's on there? If you can use Touch ID, there's some keychain integration probably.
Yeah,
right?
we usually don't leave any secure data at rest. We have offline support. But by default, our motto is we take the existing security model and enhance it. We don't change it.
Okay.
Right? So that we're not another backdoor for the information to kind of get access.
Offline support?
Offline support would be as simple as I have a document that I'm generating. I want to actually detach it from the server so that somebody in the field can review it or look at it like a form.
Okay.
And there are circumstances that comes in, but majority of our customers, particularly on mobile phones, etc., need the back-end logic to continue. So, you know, these are now web-based applications as opposed to being client-server.
Do you guys still have the collaboration feature?
No, you know, the collaboration features that we originally put into the product are used in the studio capabilities, so people can collaborate on the screen design and do that. But majority of our focus is really around app transformation. How do we basically transform old apps as well as create new ones? Now, this is an exciting kind of change because we had a lot of clients who would come to us and say, hey, we're doing digital transformation, which means we're creating brand new workflows. But those workflows span existing apps, existing data sources, and completely new data sources.
Okay.
And using the studio, we can now fulfill those use cases as well.
That makes sense. Okay, so this is what you've been able to do. You have a new announcement too, right?
Yeah, so the brand new announcement is being able to run the same application that you saw me create on a Windows 10 device, whether again that's a laptop or a component. That was the big new announcement that we did at VMworld.
Okay, so Windows 10 is now a client platform for you, not
it was always
not
a source. Exactly, it's now both a source and a target platform.
That's cool. So what my in 2 sentences, what's my deployment look like? Is there a back-end PowWow server that I install on-prem, or does it leverage the cloud?
So like one of the big differentiators between our solution and other solutions in this category is the flexibility we give the clients. So our architecture allows you to completely deploy the technology on-prem on your servers, or if you like, in a public or a private cloud.
Okay.
That's your choice. We don't force you to do that.
Okay.
We also support the broadest set of source applications, including Windows-based legacy applications. Many other solutions only do web, if at all. And then we give you the same choice of platforms on the target side.
All right. This is awesome.
Great.
I love this a lot. Like you know, I'm a big believer in application transformation and so keep it up. This is really cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gabe. Thanks.